Hey everyone, it's Jessica. I'm back with another layout for Off the Board with pineapple papers, and I'm also pairing this up with May I Scrap Lift You for the month of May. So this layout here that I'm scrap lifting is from the beautiful Nicole Santos, and I absolutely love her layout. Her Instagram handle is Cause We Love to Scrap at the top there that I just showed, and when I print my photos, I always put my dates on the back of them. So a lot of times in my videos, you're going to see me messing with my date stamp right whenever I flip my photo over to mat it, because my dates are written on the back, so it's easy for me to pull them out of my scrapbook. I scrap in date chronological order, so when I pull out a photo, it's easy for me to have the dates right there and know where they belong. So I've matted my photo with not smooth white cardstock today, but just one of the pattern papers from the Simple Stories Heart Eyes collection, which is the collection that I'm using. So I'm just creating my starburst pattern here from some scraps and from some of the little mini pieces of paper that I have from the mini pad in this collection. So I'm pulling out just a few of them to use. I do pull out the red sheet of paper, but I think I end up actually doing away with the red and using one of the kind of the more oranger shades. Oranger, is that a word? I don't know, but I'm using it. So I'm using that another shade that's kind of like a coral color that kind of matches my title, which is Mama and Me. And you can see the Mama acrylic piece there at the top. That's from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I got it with one of my kits in the add-ons, and I just loved it and knew I was going to use it on something with me and my girl. So yeah, I've pulled that out today, and I've matted my photo already with that pattern paper, and then I just tucked a sheet of the red behind it to pull in some red. And then here is the orange sheet that I was talking about that I'm going to cut down and use. This is another one from the mini pad, and I'm just gonna pull it out. I'm gonna cut it down. What I've done here is I've just cut some strips. I think they were like 1.5 or 2 inches, and then I just kind of eyeballed them and cut them off so that they're kind of like a triangle design, but they're not full triangles because they're tucked behind my photo. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick all of these down in that kind of sun ray or sunburst design after distressing all of my edges. And then I'm going to take it to my machine, my sewing machine, and actually do some black machine stitching down each one of these. And it's pretty messy in the middle because I am kind of lazy whenever I sew, and I didn't want to pick up my needle and cut it and restart and all of that. So I just continue the line and just kind of move it to where I need it to go, because you're never going to see that. So it's behind my photo. It's hidden and you'll never see it, and I'll show you here what I mean in just a second after I finish distressing this very last one. There, I'm going to pop that down, and oh, I guess it wasn't the last one. I had one more. Sorry. So there, I'm going to tuck all of those behind my photo and then take it to my sewing machine. And there you can see that I've continued my lines in the middle. I've done some zigzag stitching and some straight normal stitching. So I've got all that done now, and I am... Sorry, I'm laughing because my kids are here and they're playing, and just they're being really funny right now. So that's what happens whenever you try to do voiceovers whenever your kids are home. But I am outside, so it's a little quieter outside whenever they can have some space to run and play. So that's a little bit easier. So I added some black splatters with some Heidi Swap Color Shine in black, and then I popped my photo up with some 3D foam tape from Thermoweb. And then I'm just going to pull out all the die cuts that I have. I have some hearts here that I've already cut out from a previous layout, so I'm going to use those on this layout. I know Nicole's layout had some elements kind of behind or below her starburst, so I'm going to do kind of the same thing to have the same effect, and I'm going to use those hearts that I already have cut out. So I'm actually going to use that little border strip too that's laying there on the right side that I just put underneath that heart. I really like that. I'm going to stick that on the side of my photo, and I think in this video I don't actually stick it down, and in my photos I don't even think it's glued down either. I think I forgot to glue it because when I actually picked up the layout to put it in my book, it flew off my page, so I had to glue it down. But all of these hearts are glued down. I'm going to pop these vellum ones behind it on some of them, and I was going to use that there, and I think I decided to take it out in the end. Yeah, but there's that little border strip I was telling you about. It does go there, and in the end it is glued there, but I think I glue it down off camera because I totally forgot. So I'm just going to work on my title here, which is Mama and Me again. And I've used some LA Studio little puffy letters, and then my acrylic Mama is from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. So I am just going to tuck a couple little things up here in the top portion of my photo, a couple little hearts, and then a little tab from the sticker book from Simple Stories. This is again the Heart Eyes collection. So I'm just going to pop that up with some foam tape because it was kind of hanging there a little weird since my photo was popped up. So I had to put a little bit behind that little tab thing too. So it's gonna get smushed in my book if I don't, and it'll just look weird. So I decided to pop that up too. And then I really like these little faces from the little die cuts in there, and I like these little plus signs, so I'm going to put those all around my layout and kind of scatter those in here and there. Sorry about the light, it's right on my photo. It's my aught light above. It always is in the most inconvenient place on my layout, which is usually the middle of my layout, and it's usually always over a photo. So I'm sorry, but I actually raised up my tripod a little bit, and I think it was a few videos ago, might be quite a few videos ago now, but I raised it up a little bit so you could see a little bit more of my desk and have a little bit more of a view of my whole entire glass mat. But I don't know if I like it, so you guys have to let me know if you like it this way with a little bit of a view of my desk as well, or you like it a little bit closer so you can just see the glass mat and exactly what I'm working on. So let me know about that in the comments, and then I'll fix it if you guys like it better the other way. So I'm just popping down a couple of these little labels, and well, I guess just one little label, and I'm gonna put my date stamp there, and then I popped that cute little adorable camera sticker. And then I'm just going to pop up a couple things on my layout with some 3D foam squares, and just gonna add some finishing touches to this. Not really gonna add a whole lot more because I want to keep this layout simple. Nicole's layout, I don't want to say it was simple, but it didn't have kind of an overkill amount of embellishments like I'm used to, so I'm going to keep it kind of the same. So I'm gonna try to keep a lot of white space in this, try to keep it a little bit on the simpler side compared to most of my layouts, which is just embellishment heavy, and stick with Nicole's design, which is just absolutely beautiful. So again, thank you so much, Nicole, for allowing me to scrap lift you. You do some absolutely beautiful layouts and beautiful work. So if you guys aren't following her, please head over to her Instagram and give her a follow, because she does some absolutely amazing work. She has a YouTube channel as well, so please be sure to head on over to those and give her a follow and subscribe. So I'm just adding some finishing touches to this layout. I'm going to add some journaling down here about me and my girl, and then I'm just going to add a few sequins. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, just to make some little pops of color here in a few little places. So yeah, I'm not going to go overkill on this layout. I'm going to leave it pretty much how you see it here. Once I finish, I'm going to go ahead and glue that border strip down because I forgot in this layout. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. So super simple, easy to follow. Feel free to scrap lift mine, or I know Nicole probably wouldn't mind as well if you scrap lift hers, because she's very open to people lifting her layouts, which is absolutely wonderful. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I will link everything below that I've used today for you, so it's easy for you to find. And yeah, thank you for watching, and have a super scrappy fun day today, and I hope I've inspired you to create. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.